Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so back and I'm so excited to go over these really interesting stories that I have found on the internet. This is the family drama that made it to Am I the A-hole? And we have a lot of juicy stories, you guys, so let's get started. We're going to start off with the Reddit post, you guys. And the first subreddit is Off My Chest, is from what I believe it is. My husband of 20 years is cheating on me with our son's 18-year-old girlfriend. We are starting off super duper juicy, you guys. Let's see. I'm going to use pseudonyms for anyone I refer to in the post. I, 41 female, am a stay-at-home mom. My husband, 48 male, whom we will call Paul, works in finance. We have been married for nearly 20 years. We have two kids whom we call Eric, our 18-year-old son, currently a senior high school, and Mary, our 15-year-old daughter. They're both lights of my life. My marriage with my husband has been grown somewhat stale over the past for married reasons, such as his work schedule and how I have aged poorly since we first met. What did you just say? What does that have to do with anything? He has aged as well. What do you mean? Our son Eric has a girlfriend, 18 female, whom he's been dating since they were freshmen in high school. We'll call her Amy. Eric absolutely adores Amy. She is his first love, and she is someone who I've always considered as family. This makes the whole situation emotionally excruciating for me. Where is this going? I am not excited for that. Last week, I have inadvertently saw my husband's phone screen, and I got a glimpse of a text thread between my husband and Amy, our son's girlfriend, and I read what looked like a message of her telling him that she misses... I'm not gonna say that. She misses sucking his... I froze in place in complete disbelief. Guys, I am shooken. I spent most of the day convincing myself that I must misread what I saw. However, I didn't misread it because over the last several days, I discovered a file on his computer filled with tons of BDSM porn. He clearly has addiction. He also has saved photos of Amy from her Instagram on his computer. Although they weren't inappropriate, she was fully clothed. It was still proof I needed to confirm that I wasn't going crazy. You're not going crazy, and this is not about you. I'm shook. I'm shook. I also looked at his phone during the opportune moment and saw more of their interactions. Ew. No. I wish I never looked. They were filled with mean, horrible things said at my expense, with him constantly comparing me to her. He would call me fat and old, among other things, with Amy LOLing. Amy is in the wrong right now too. Amy is up in this situation. Crazy. I have always had hunches or paranoid feelings that Paul has been cheating on me, but never in a million years I could have fathomed things like this. Last month, I found a thong in our bedroom that I know wasn't mine. I turned a blind eye to it, being naive and acting like it was maybe our daughter's, even though that made zero sense. Not only is he cheating on me, but he's betraying our son. This is a betrayal on so many levels, you guys. Husband, son, and wife. She knows this and currently is trying to figure out what she's going to do. It's hard to imagine how this family is going to trust each other at any point. I cannot believe it. I am completely devastated, and I agree, and I understand why. I don't even think the words accurately describe the dread, anger, shock I feel right now. I am totally overwhelmed on how to handle this because obviously action needs to be taken, but I'm terrified of what kind of psychic blow this will be for my son. I have no idea how even to broach this completely topic to him. I wouldn't wish this predicament on my worst enemy. I can't even believe I married this scumbag in the first place. I feel like you really need to confront them right away, both Amy and your husband Paul. Hiding this will hurt the family in the long run, and you just need to get out of the situation as soon as possible. Throw the trash away as soon as possible. This is disgusting. I can't believe how your husband is going to feel once he finds out that you know. And then my mind started to race, realizing that I started noticing specifically unusual behavior from him around the same time Amy turned 18. Don't tell me. This is unhinged. Such an unhinged freaking story. I'm really dragging to finish it. Oh my god. Was he waiting to turn 18 before pursuing this affair? There are so many layers to all of this, and I'm completely paralyzed with fear and dread about it all. None of this makes sense. How did this happen? Am I that much of a stupid idiot that I let this happen under my watch? You're not a stupid idiot. Please don't feel this way. These type of people will always find a way to do this. And this is not about you, and I really wish that you're not going to take this serious. I mean, obviously this is a very serious situation, especially because this involves your other family members, like your son that is very close. Your husband is definitely an idiot. That's the person who's an idiot, who thinks this is a normal situation, and he really completely is okay with losing his wife and his son at the same time for his addiction. He needs therapy. You need therapy. Everybody will need therapy after this. Eric adores Amy, and he thought of relieving his and the thought of revealing the sickening truth to him terrifies me. Oh my god. I feel you. I'm so scared for you right now. The impact of his young heart and mind will be devastating. I agree. My heart aches for Eric and Mary, who completely is innocent bystanders. I haven't confronted my husband about this because I'm frankly scared of the domino effect, and I don't know who to turn to first about this. I share my story not for sympathy, but in search of understanding and perhaps advice for those who might have a grapple with deep betrayal. Thank you for listening. I wasn't listening, I was reading, but you guys, this is a crazy story. Now let's see some comments. Take screenshots of everything, hire an attorney, get your business in order, send pics of messages to her parents, file a divorce, tell son, get counseling for you and your children. That's exactly what I mentioned as well. You will all need counseling. The other guy will need to go to a psych ward, not therapy. I was wrong about that, but you guys would need a lot of counseling. This is traumatic. Oh god, I feel bad for your son. Sounds so horrible. This is horrible. Another comment says, confirm it's her and not just using her name saved in photo as a cover. Go to the authorities. Grooming is illegal. Yeah, he was definitely grooming. It does smell like grooming. So this is definitely disgusting. 48. He's literally 30 years older than him. Ew. I'm in disgust right now. I really need to stop reading this story. Delete the contact card and take a screenshot of the text. Without the contact card, the phone number itself will show, and the handful of screenshots then doubled up with the contact card re-added. And the same messages screenshot again will prove that he's texting Amy and not other. In my job, sometimes people send us screenshots of text as proof. If you have saved a number and given it a name, then the thread could be from anyone. It was way more helpful to see screenshot from a number, not a name. I have always recommended that as well. Damn, that's solid. I agree. I agree 100% with both comments. He's known her since 14. That's definitely grooming. 14 years old. I didn't even realize. Yeah, they were friends since high school, like freshman year. May not be a physical until she was of age, but doesn't mean other things weren't happening. OP. Follow these two advices. I do want to add though, don't confront him alone. Get the kids out of the house and have a trusted friend or family member there and record it. Yes. Exactly what you should do. You guys, I'm done with the story. I really recommend just running, getting an attorney, divorcing. The first comment was on point. Really on point. Really wishing you all the best in that sense, you guys. This was a crazy story and it was pretty recent. This was a year ago. I really wish everything went well. Next. Alright, this is the Am I the A-hole subreddit. No, wait. Am I the a-hole for refusing to apologize for slapping my boyfriend when he smashed our birthday cake to my face? You are not the a-hole. That's the worst thing that anyone could do. If something like this happens to me, first of all, this is super dangerous. A lot of people who make cakes, they use some type of toothpicks to make the cake hold. Like, I was learning on how cakes are made, and there are toothpicks in there. If someone smashes your face and there's a toothpick, you could lose an eye, you could lose a whole face, you could get infection. I never agree to people doing the birthday cake smashing. Really hate that. Really, with my whole heart, hate. So yeah, you're not the a-hole, but let's see what the Reddit says. She is 34 female, boyfriend Charles 38 male, and I celebrate our birthdays together. This year I contributed a small private room at a restaurant, and we invited 11 people. 4 of them are my local friends, the rest are his family members. I wanted to celebrate a new achievement in my career and thought it would be great to just splurge a little and get delicious food. That is always good. Happy birthday, by the way. This was 8 days ago. So we had access to the menu, drinks, and our cake. I had agreed to pay for half of the food aside from having rented a small space myself. The space was paid for in advance and the food at the end, as in any restaurant. We had issues last year because I felt he was going low effort things while I always did my best to give him a nice birthday celebration. We had an income gap, but it wasn't even about money. I was making less money last year and still made things work for him. I'm scared to know where this is going. I'm scared to know where this is going. I hope this is not the issue, but let's see. Why would OP add this? So this year he took care of inviting people, paid for the cake, and got me a spice rack as a present, which I love. I made myself pretty, got my eyebrows and lashes done, and had my hair done. We were told to pose and pretend to blow candles because I didn't want to blow our gems off the cake. Then we each had a picture along with the cake. When it was my turn, I was holding the cake when he pushed my face towards the cake. So I tried to fight it. His family started cheering and he arched over my body and forced me to bend over until my face smashed the cake. My friends tried to get him off of me and he resorted to plastering the cake and the frosting on my hair. I don't need to describe the mess because I will never be able to end this post, but I ended up slapping him when he attempted to do this again. His mother got up and she got in an argument with one of my guests. I had to cross the main floor with cake all over my face to use the bathroom. I have to cross the main floor with cake all over my face to use the restroom. Messy situation. I hate that. When I looked into the mirror, I had cake all over my neck. My blouse had a red and blue coloring that didn't come off, and I had to wash my face and got my hair in bun because it looked less messy that way. When I came back, his family were all long faces. I told him what he did was unacceptable and he said it was just a joke, that everybody has done that for ages and that me slapping him just ruined my image in front of his family. Get over it. Get over it. I get it. You are masculine, but you are not supposed to disrespect your woman like that. Especially, you see, she spent so much money, she spent so much time creating herself and making herself beautiful. She prepared for this day and you ruined it. Not only for yourself, for her and the whole family. The dynamic there, I'm sure, changed completely. My friends insisted on paying for their own food, but I refused and we ended the night right there. My friends wanted to treat me to having dinner elsewhere, but I wasn't comfortable with my appearance. They ended up sending me the money that I spent, and that broke my heart. You have really good friends, by the way. Really good friends. I'm so glad they stood up for you. Charles had to pay half of the remaining bill and got charged a cleaning fee. I still love him, but I'm clear that I will never be able to forgive him. We talked about it and I ended things. He's convinced that I never loved him. He acknowledged what he did was wrong, but this is adamant that his family hates me for slapping him and that it's my fault. I told him that he ruined not only our birthday, but also my way to celebrate my career milestone. I've worked very hard to get to where I am, and his behavior showed that what my future will look like. And then I'm sorry to say it, but he was so aggressive and so focused on making his family laugh at my expense that I just realized he's not good enough, and I have lost my confidence to be seen with him in public because I don't know what else he will pull out of his ass. He says he paid for that cake and that he's not saying that it was okay to smash it, but it's not like I paid for everything. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. What do you mean? Doesn't matter. Why am I singing today? He wanted me to apologize to his mom. For what? For what? Your mom is not even for this. She even stood up. You who needed help at this point. This is stupid. Important. I'm not proud of my reaction, but I've never had any physical altercation. He says his mother feels humiliated because of what I did and that she has been struggling with mild depression for years. It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? My day of refusing, I have already blocked him. Edit, his guests pay for the half of his bill after being told they needed not paying for anything. Let's read the comments. You are not the a-hole. I already said that from the first thing because it's super dangerous. It ruins everything. It's messy. Makes no sense to do it at any given event. I really don't understand. I'm super angry at him. His mother is getting herself involved for no reason and trying to protect his little baby son. Well, he was trying to make everyone else laugh by humiliating you on your day. Get out of here. You're not the a-hole. Move on. Move on. Let's see what the comments say. His mother feels humiliated. You came off violent. Did she not see what he did to you? Exactly. How does one of this future spouse then act like it's nothing but fun times? So stupid. At my wedding, my husband's family were egging him on to show cake in my face, and prior to the wedding, I sat him down and told him I paid thousands for the dress, hundreds for my hair and makeup, and if he pushed my face into the cake, it would forever taint our wedding day for me because it's not funny, it's embarrassing and cruel. Exactly. He said he was not going to do that for me, and they called him for respecting that I didn't want that. Ew, what's wrong with people? Why is this normal to like humiliate your wife? First of all, let me explain this. If you're trying to humiliate your wife or make a joke out of her somewhere public, and especially on an event like a wedding, birthday, and etc., it doesn't matter. If you're in a public and you're trying to joke with your wife this way or your partner in general, it's not a joke. It's not going to be funny. It's not only humiliating to her, it's also humiliating to you because you're disrespecting her and people are going to look at you weird. That is weird. Weird. I don't like that. Get out of here. Alright, the last story for today, you guys. Am I the a-hole for accepting the cake at my friend's birthday party? What do you mean? Let's read. So this is a bit weird one. I, 41 male, was at a friend's birthday party on the weekend just passed. This was 5 months ago. There were 9 of us at the party, including the birthday boy, which is surprisingly relevant. All fake names from here on out. Amy, 30-ish female, one of the guests, baked the cake for the birthday boy. After the relevant party traditions of singing the birthday song and the hip-hop hurraying that happened after the birthday song here in Australia, I went back to talking one of my friends when Amy came up to me and the other friend with 2 plates of cake and offered them to my friend and I. We both said yes, thanked her, and then she made a really odd face and walked away. My friend and I both said that was weird and went back to chatting. Okay, this is weird. I ate some of the cake and it had desiccated coconut inside it, which I don't particularly like. So after a couple of bites, I ignored it and then chucked it out when the party ended for about an hour or so later. About 45 minutes ago, Steven, 30-ish, a male, Amy's partner, sent me a series of angry texts. 8 a.m. on Monday morning is really not the best time to receive angry texts. I agree. Saying how Amy spent last night crying about how she didn't get to eat any of the cake, and that I took the slice of it only to throw it away and deprive her from her own cake. What? Girl, are you crazy? So wait, you offer a cake and then you get mad that the person took the offer, tried the cake, didn't like it, and threw it out. And then your husband or a partner, whatever, threatens and gets angry and then message, what? Girl, are you okay? You're not okay. You don't seem okay. And that she only cut 8 slices since she knows I don't like coconut. But I took her slice and threw it away to spite her. I replied, why did she even offer me exactly any cake if she knew there was coconut inside? Steven said that she did it to be polite and not leave me out, and that I was an asshole for taking her slice and throwing it away. Yeah, I definitely think there was miscommunication, and I don't think she did the right thing. I forwarded the message to my other friends that were there, and most of them have left me on red so far, except for one who responded with the thumbs down emoji. Another who hasn't seen it yet as of this writing. The fact that no one is responding to me is making me worry that I might have been an asshole here. You're not the a-hole. Don't make me worry about that. Stop taking this personal. I really think people who cook for a party, they do take things a lot personal because they wanna please everyone, blah blah blah. But if you offer someone cake and they agree, you forget about that slice, girl. You forget the existence of that slice. That person owns that cake now. What are you talking about? I'm going to read the comments now. Not the a-hole. What a bizarre situation. You cut enough cake for everyone there, including yourself, and didn't hand a cake to people if you weren't relying on them turning it down so you can eat it yourself. Exactly. You did the right thing by accepting it. It would have been more rude to decline. Yeah, either or is going to be weird. Imagine the fact that if you were going to decline it, she would have got upset about it too, probably, and then she would have got mad that you didn't want to eat her freaking cake. People are weird. This is so wild. Like, how can people not use their own words anymore? This has coconut in it. Do you want any? Hey, everyone, hands up to who wants a cake. We need to see how many pieces we need. Like, stupid situation. Don't take it personal because it's not that serious. That girl is taking it too personal. She could get over it. Alright, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Make sure you check out all of the links down below. I do have a second channel. I am a little bit more active on there. Well, actually, I'm a little bit more active on here now. But if you want to check my other styles of content, make sure you check the links down below. But thank you so much for watching. I will be seeing you on the next video. Bye!